America was built off the slaves of my ancestors.
I see and love every one of y'all. Thank you.
My grandmother in her hometown and my grandfather were both civil rights activists and both Black Panthers, so I understand what needs to be done, and growing up with them and seeing the change that they brought to the community. People are just getting tired of it. I'm tired of just the way it's being treated. I understand, the government and the governor did not want the same thing to happen to the last case that happened again, where the police officers got off the hook, so they decided to take the process slower, but at the same time, there should have been an arrest immediately because it was a murder.
Everybody put the fist up right now! This is why we're here today.
One thing I really enjoy about this crowd is it's diverse. You have, especially like all the other protests have been super diverse, so it's every single nationality, every single ethnicity coming out here to show support to the Black community. I understand what needs to be done. I understand like only change will happen from the bottom up, and you can't depend on the president or a governor or even a mayor to make the change themselves. You need to bring it up to them and make sure they understand.
It feels like it's just been like an endless cascade of hashtags of Black people dying, and nothing really feels like nothing's really being done by our political leaders to actually enact real change to that.
Please clear the sidewalk. Thank you.
I live in the States. It's really painful to see what's going on, but it's also really important to understand that it's definitely connected to a system of racial violence.
Everybody, please give a round of applause.
I think a lot of white people are seeing what's going on in the news, and it's really kind of forcing a lot of them to come out in the streets. We've gathered a lot of momentum here today, and we really don't want to see that diminish over time, which happens with a lot of it happens with almost every other protest movement, where we've seen the momentum build up and then diminish.